Hey T Squad, it's me Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 9, Episode 8 review. So we pick up where we left off last week with Ken giving a speech, supposedly congratulating the oldest boy for graduating or whatever, but it was basically him taking shots at Marques, talking about, we as the parents, me and Tricia, and shout out to all of the fathers that take care of their kids and all of this type of stuff. So Marques decided to speak up and say, hello, I'm the father. These are our kids. And to be honest with you, I do not blame him for doing so, because them still my kids, bro. At the end of the damn day, however you may feel about me, those are still my children, and you don't get to just exclude me because you feel some type of way and sit here in my face and claim my kids is yours. And I'm standing right here like, are you insane? Like, come on now. Like, come on. Like, let's be real. So the speech is done. They cut it short. And Melody is alone at the table with Maurice, and she takes the opportunity to tell him how she felt about him getting a DUI and how it was embarrassing, and how she wishes that he would have handled it differently afterwards, meaning not get arrested and go right back to the club, popping bottles and posting it on social media, which was very careless. It showed that he did not take the situation seriously. And if it had been anybody else that did that, they would be talking about it in ad nauseam. Like, come on now. So off rip, he's very defensive. Excuse me, like, but do you know what you're talking about? Do you know what happened? No, because you don't, because only people that know is me, because I was there, you weren't there. And she was like, well, the police officer was there because he was the one that arrested you and wrote the report. Now you don't even know what you're talking about. And it's like, hold up, country crock. Why you so belligerent? Why you so mad because somebody talking about something that you did? Once again, they can dish it, but they cannot take it. Y'all got all the mouth to talk about everybody else's situation and what they got going on and what they should do and what they shouldn't do. But then when you mess up, it's y'all don't want to talk about it. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to mind your business. You projecting and all of this stuff. Got all this bass in your voice. And once again, you ain't even real butter. You're margarine, sir. Like, let's not do that. Please, let's not do that. I cannot stand him. Cannot stand his soft ass, okay? So he then goes on to say, when everybody else comes back to the table, that Mel was attacking him. She wasn't not attacking you. She talked to you calmly, even killed, and just told you how she felt about the situation. And you, being the bitch ass, soft ass nigga that you are, could not handle the fact that somebody held your feet to the fire. Point blank and the period. So then Maurice in his confessional takes it even further by saying that Mel is still hurt and looking for love and all of this stuff. Like, nigga, please. Ain't nobody looking for shit and ain't nobody hurt about shit. You mad because she ain't sitting up here taking the BS that all of these other heifers on this show is sitting back and taking and loving it and taking it with a smile on their face. And I don't blame her for having something to say about you messing up or when y'all do stuff, because once again, y'all stay keeping this girl name in y'all mouth, her situations in y'all mouth. For the last, since this show began, it's been about Melody and Martell and what they got going on. Like, especially with Maurice and Kimmi. Only thing that y'all done had going on this show is the fact that he treats you like crap. He talked to you crazy. He's a sex addict. He cared more about getting sex from you than your cancer journey. And him putting his son and his baby mama ex-wife before you, allowing them to disrespect you. That's all we've gotten from Kimmi and Maurice since they've been on this show. And he not used to a woman stepping in him and telling him this, that, and the third. Because Kimmi sitting up there and tap dancing tightrope around him. Girl, get out of here. Please get out of here. So then here come Marques weird ass coming over there telling them, hey guys, can I sit with you? I'm just having a really hard time, let me just introduce myself again. Yeah, I'm the kid's dad. Yeah, yeah, the husband, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I just don't know what to do. Can anybody give me advice? It's like Marques. Patch lips. I need for you to stop. You're looking like a straight up weirdo. I understand you emotional, so called, and you got a lot going on in your life, but bro, this is not the way to go about it. You look crazy. Okay? Seek Jesus. Seek therapy. Okay? Stop going to everybody when you meet them. Hey, can you give me some advice? I just don't know what to do. Like, dude, stop. I just want to slap him. I just want to shake him because it's like, what is it? All of y'all weird. You weird, Ken weird, Tricia weird. Y'all need to just be a weird ass couple all together. Get them off of my screen. I'm over it. So meanwhile, while he's sitting up there trying to get advice from everybody, talking about the situation again, his son is peeping game, and the son went over there and was like, hey dad, let me talk to you real quick. It was so cringy and awkward. He was like, anything for my son. Let me go see what my son wants. And the son was like, can you just not do this right now? Can you not talk about this? Like, it's not the time or the place. Stop talking about stuff. And it was sad that your son had to be the one to tell you, like, chill. You know what I'm saying? But I also hope that the son sees that your mama and Ken be kicking up shit too. It ain't just your daddy. Every adult in this situation, I feel, is wrong and is in the wrong. I really honestly feel that way. But that said a lot that the son had to be the one to be like, hey, yo, chill. He had to be the adult in the situation because the adults could not be the adults, which was sad. So then Ken decides to pull Marques to the side to talk to him. And he was like, look, I don't have no beef with you. I done told you that, several million times. You got the problem with me. And Ken then goes on to say verbatim, and he had me confused for a minute, when he said, can't nobody keep me away from my kids. And I'm thinking, also, he got a kid himself? Like, huh? And it wasn't until Marques then said, let me ask you a question. Can you have kids? And reiterated the fact that no, Ken does not have kids. Like, Ken, I understand that you have been dating this girl for however many years, that you stepped up as a father figure to these kids. But at the end of the day, they are not your children. That is this man's kids. How are you going to sit up here and just think that he just going to be like, oh yeah, them not my kids. This is this man's kids. Like, I don't play a part. Yes, he did not do what he's supposed to do when he left the family home. He went MIA, did whatever he did. Is that right? Absolutely no. It is wrong. And he's going to have to pay for that. But we're not going to sit up here and act like he has not been a present father to those kids up until whatever happened. And regardless, he's still their father. He's still their father. And you bold as hell sitting up there telling this man to his face that ain't nobody gonna keep you away from your kids. They're not your kids, weirdo. Like, that's a little concerning to me. Like, I understand you love them and you been there for them and they love you, but that's just doing too much. Because let a woman be doing that to Tricia, child, it'll be World War 1000. If it was the other way around and some woman talking about ain't nobody gonna keep me away from my kids and we're the parents and excluding her, yo, total different conversation. And Tricia is in the wrong for not checking him and telling him, regardless of whatever's going on, you still need to respect him as their father. Because her not making him respect him as their father is laying a foundation of disrespect for the children as well. And not to say that Marques gets a pass for his behavior, because he does not at all. So Ken says once again that Marques wasn't present. Tricia didn't come over and asked if Marques been drinking. Has he been drunk? I don't know if that's supposed to be an issue of his drinking. He was like, no, absolutely not. Seemed like you the one that might have had a few or whatever. She get riled up and Ken trying to get her to stop talking. And she's like, no, let me talk. No, let me talk. No, let me talk. And she was about to turn into She-Male Hawk. Her veins and stuff got the popping and stuff. Them damn bilaterals and trilaterals got to exploding and stuff. And I was like, oh Lord, they done made a mad Jesus. So Marques then says that he was there for her when her parents passed. He was there watching them on the gurney, and you could tell that triggered her and pissed her off. And she was like, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. And he was like, yes, I was, Tricia. And so she really mad at this point. And he goes on to tell Ken, they ain't even my woman no more. You check her, this, that, and the third. She ended up going and sitting with the cast, and she tells them that she did tell him that she signed the divorce paper and got it notarized. And Mel was like, I believe she's still in love with him. Now, she didn't say she wouldn't. But I love Mel. I just love Mel because Mel is ignorant and petty for saying that to that lady. But I love that she said it to that lady and she said it to her face and in her house, because they like to play in Mel face all the time and lie and skirt around conversations and talk behind her back and say little slick stuff. I love that Mel have that energy for them to their face, because you sat there and Mel face when she was asking you questions about you dealing with her husband while they were still married, and you ain't had no questions, no clues, no answers for nothing. Yeah, I think you still in love with him. Sure do. Yep. She was like, cause you wouldn't get so triggered if you weren't. Same stuff that they used to say about her when it came to Martell. Hell, even I said it at one point. So Kimmi, Tisha, and Tricia meet up for lunch or wherever, and apparently at the graduation party, Tricia had got so upset that she said that she gonna slap Marques, and she even said to me, I'm gonna slap you too. Now, we didn't see that. I hope that get brought up at the reunion, that she said to Mel that she was gonna slap her. Now, I'm assuming she had to have said that in a joking way, because I can't see Mel sitting up there letting somebody tell her they gonna slap her and she just don't say nothing. And you on my shit? Girl, please. So Tricia tells them that Mel was asking her a bunch of questions when they met up one-on-one about Martell, and has she been over to the house and this, that, and the third, even though she's not supposed to care. And Tisha and Kimmi felt like obviously she must have cared, because she didn't have all them questions when we was in Jamaica on the girls trip, but she had them for her when she got home. And yeah, if you're not supposed to care, you wouldn't even go about asking all of them questions or whatever. But then the petty part of me also, and for the show purposes, would want to sit down with her one-on-one without all the distractions and other voices and ask her questions, because you came on to my show, supposedly messed with my husband when I was with him and was in my house. Yeah, we do need to have a conversation. I might not care about it, want him no more, but yeah, me and you need to have a conversation, homegirl, because you knew he was married, and then you went into this man's house knowing that it was probably the marital home that we shared. Yeah, it's a conversation that needs to be had, homie, because you got me messed up, okay? So she then goes on to tell them that Mel was grilling her about Maurice DUI and what happened and all of this stuff. Now, I don't remember Mel bringing up the lipstick thing to Tricia. Did she? I don't remember. I just remember her bringing it up to Tisha. But Tisha goes on to tell Kimmi that she brought up the red lipstick supposedly on his shirt and on his mouth. And Kimmi gets upset and says she talked to me first and didn't bring it up. Her plight in life is to figure out if everybody is cheating. You hate when people make assumptions about you, so don't do it to me. It's humorous because he was with me that night. Since she want to know, like, where was he at? Was it possible that he was with somebody else? Now, am I mistaken? Y'all let me know down below in the comment section. when she had that conversation, when Kimmi had that one-on-one conversation with Maurice about the DUI, didn't she make a comment about how she got the phone call that he was locked up and she thought that he was at his office or something sleep, or he was supposed to be at the office sleep? Remind me about that, because that then is totally opposite to what the conversation was that she had with Maurice that day. It don't seem like they was together when it happened. Am I tripping? I believe that happened. I know I'm not pulling that from nowhere, but y'all confirm for me down below in the comment section. Do I think that Kimmi has a right to feel some type of way? Absolutely. You're questioning my husband's fidelity towards me. And if you came to me and we had this conversation, why you didn't say that to me instead of saying it to other people? She has a valid reason to feel some type of way. But at the same token, I feel like Mel gets to ask those questions because, once again, y'all ask her all the questions y'all want to ask her and then go and have side conversations about it. What's the big deal when she do it? It's like they can dish it, but they can't take it. And this is what gets me. So we find out that Lance, Nell and Chris' son, told Chris that she didn't want to celebrate their 30th anniversary party. She says that she didn't want to do it because they son Luke Chris had got locked up 3 times and she had to get him out, and that messed up the budget. And if she was going to have a party, she wanted to make it, nice and how she wanted it. And she also goes on to talk about how she's still grieving the passing of her mama and how she felt like her mama was the only one that understood her, and she's still grieving and everything. And, Chris offers that the whole family go to see the mama's grave and maybe that'll help some. But she was like, no, she don't want to do that. She gets upset and says she done talking about this. Yeah, they got her looking crazy and she tired of being upset and sad and grieving and everything. And I felt bad for Miss Nell. I really honestly did, because ain't nothing like losing your mama and can't nobody tell you about when to get over it, how to grieve, or none of that. I do think that they do worry her nerves, but I do also think that she has to start creating boundaries. If your son want to continue to get locked up, he gonna sit his ass in jail. I'm not getting you out. Period. Maybe that'll teach him to stop getting locked up. Go cold turkey and stop taking care of these grown tail people. Period. You live your life the way you want to, and I'm gonna live mine, and that means me keeping my money. Okay? Period. All right? But I think they ended up having the party anyway. I think that was the season finale episode, or gonna be the season finale episode. Marques and Tricia linked up one-on-one, and he says that he's looking to move back to Huntsville and split his time so he can have a better relationship with the kids. And she says in her confessional that she don't know how he gonna be able to do that, considering she don't know how he gonna be able to afford it. Hey, maybe he'll become a cast member next season. I hope not. I don't want to see none of these people no more, but we shall see. But I did notice that when they had a one-on-one conversation, things went a lot smoother without Ken being present. And I think that that's how it needs to go moving forward. It needs to be Marques and Tricia. Ken is not the husband. He's a boyfriend. He does not need to be involved. So then at the end of the episode, Kimmi and Mel link up so she can confront Mel about questioning Tisha and Tricia about Maurice DUI. And Kimmi says to Mel, I think the lipstick part was out of pocket and you never mentioned those things to me. Why would you even say that? And Mel says, I don't really care to have that conversation with you, to be honest. She said, I don't recall you asking me not to talk about it until the facts comes out, but I do recall you feeling like I'm not talking about it, so I backed off talking about it with you. There's no need for me to repeat what you already know I said. How many more ways could she be clear with that? They told you what I said. I'm not denying that I said it, so you already know what was said, so what more do you want me to say? I'm not going to switch up nothing that I said. So what do you want from me, homegirl? So Kimmi gets upset and she says the implication of you going around and talking to people about lipstick being on his mouth or what I'm trying to address now. I think that's not cool. It far exceeds that you rendered your opinion on an arrest. And to be fair, your cavalier attitude really doesn't help me feel like that it was unintentional. What would make you say that? And Mel says, I feel like you're asking me, how dare you ask questions? And I'm going to ask questions. And Kimmi says, do you feel like in your other friend groups that Maurice is out there cheating too? I didn't understand the other friend groups part. That was weird to me. But Mel says, that's not for me to answer. Go ask Maurice. That's not a me question. That's a him question. And then Mel tells her to ask other people, have they said the same thing? And I'm looking at Kimmi like, you so smart, you dumb, because you don't realize she playing in your face just like you played in hers. When she sat there asking you about the DUI and you didn't have nothing to say, you beat around the bush, and your words verbatim was, I mean, that's something you need to ask Maurice. I mean, it's not me. I wasn't the one. You need to ask him. You skated. I don't have nothing to say. I wasn't there. She doing the same thing you did to her. She playing in your face. Once again, y'all like to play games and then don't like it when it is turned back on you. And Kimmi, we're not going to sit up here and act like when you have gone and asked Mel questions about her marriage, her relationships, her friendships, whatever, that you have not gone back and had conversations about her, what was said, and how you feel about what was said with other people. Let's not act like you have not done that. Let's not act like you weren't the one that said that. What was that shit she said about Martell back in the day about him cheating with Ariane? What was that slick shit she said? I can't remember verbatim when they was in that kitchen. Like season 2, season 3. Like, come on, girl. We're not going to act like you a saint and you ain't said out of pocket stuff about her situation. And I love the fact, once again, that Mel played in y'all face. Y'all want to play in my face, act stupid, act like y'all don't know, act like y'all clueless to everything. Y'all want to be tight-lipped about what y'all got going on. So, okay, so when y'all ask me questions, I'm going to play right along with you. I'm going to play dumb too. How about that? Since everybody want to be stupid, let's all be stupid. And I don't blame her, period, okay? Overall, I'm going to give this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm going to give it a B+. It was a good episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode down below. Can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.